What is up, everyone? This is Brett Darian. There I am. I'll just kneel on the floor for now so you guys can see me because this box is really big. But in this video here, I am going to be unboxing and setting up this AKRacing gaming chair. This is an AKRacing Core Series EX, and this is the blue and black color. This was actually on sale on their website like about 2 weeks ago, and I picked one up, and yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out. Because I've been looking for a new chair for my computer because this is the chair that I have been using, and yeah, it looks pretty nasty, doesn't it? This is a Staples gaming chair. You typically find these on sale during Black Friday for like $100, and so I got this like I think in 2021 for Black Friday, and it was fine for like a year, but as you can see, the leather is peeling off, especially on the seat. And this has been my experience typically with these kind of chairs that have this leather upholstery. They just peel off over time, and it looks pretty bad. So I decided to finally replace that one and go for one of these. So we're going to see how this works out. Now, some information here on the box. This is, the item number is AKEXBLBK, and the net weight is 48.5 pounds or 22 kilograms. The gross weight is 59 pounds, 26.8 kilograms. And the dimensions are 87.5 centimeters by 63.5 centimeters by 38 centimeters. Now that's for the entire box, and of course that's with the box laying down. This is currently standing up, but I will tilt it down here in a little bit. But anyway, the box itself, though, it actually arrived a little damaged here on the side, as you can see. There's a little bit of I mean, it looks like they actually had to retape this part, and there's a big gash here, but hopefully the actual contents of the box are still safe. So we're going to clip this off here. I say that, there we go. I want to clip that off. And now we're going to set this down gently. And now we're going to unbox it, and we're going to take everything out. All right, well, that's a start. All right, this should be the back of the chair. It feels really soft. This looks like an armrest. And this is another armrest. And a nice pillow, with two pillows. And this is the actual seat part. And a box full of goodies. All right, that's it for this box, so let's get this out of here. Okay, so in this small box here, we have, of course, the assembly instructions in several different languages. Well, it's just a diagram, it looks like. So you just follow the diagram. And here we got a bunch of plastic parts, like covers and the wheels. And this looks like the part that attaches to the seat. Yep. So this will screw on to the chair part, the seat part. And of course you have the shock that goes up in there. Well, actually that probably fits up here. So, and look, they also include some gloves. So they actually give you some gloves. I guess I may as well put those on. Yeah, but, yeah, check at that. Yeah, look at that. check that out. I wasn't expecting to get a pair of gloves for assembling a chair. So yeah, don't want to get those hands dirty. So we're going to assemble the chair here, and then when I'm done, I'll roll the chair into the office, and we'll see how it looks in there. It should look pretty good. Alright, so in the assembly guide here, it gives each part a letter. So this back part here, for example, is F, and this, the actual seat cushion part is G, and here's all the other parts here. So the first thing it wants you to do is take the big Allen wrench here and loosen up these screws here that are already in the back part. So it actually already comes included with these bolts here, and they already are inserted into the holes. So you gotta take them out, and then once you take them out here, I think there's some on the other side as well, and then you take this part and then you stick it in here, and then you put the bolts in and screw it back in. It's that simple. So I'll do that now. Alright, and then this is what it looks like when you have the back in place. So when you put the back on, just have the seat sitting here like this, and then just take the back and then just slide it into place right here, and then you'll line the holes up, and then you'll insert the bolts, and then you'll take your Allen wrench, and then we'll just keep tightening these down like so. and hopefully you won't drop it, and just keep tightening them down. You know, don't tighten them all down at once. Just do a little bit of time, tighten this one, then go on the other side, tighten that one a little bit up, and then that way it'll all be secure and it'll all be even. I can already tell what these parts here are going to be used for. They're going to be used to cover up the bolts, and then you're going to use one of these screws here to tighten that up and permanently attach it. So that's pretty cool. So that'll hide everything. Something I just noticed here about this diagram is that here it has the armrest already attached to the seat, but mine did not come with the armrest already attached. You have to attach them yourself, and you can see there are no steps here in the assembly instructions on installing the armrests. But it should be simple enough though, because you can see here on the bottom of the seat you have all these bolts here that you can just loosen up with the Allen wrench, and then you take those out, and then you install the armrest. Like this is the left armrest. Make sure you're installing the right one on the right side. This is the left armrest here, and this is the right armrest. So this is the left side, so you will take the left armrest, and then that will sit here, and then you just take the bolts out here, and then you install those, and then you can adjust them as well. But that is something you have to do, because for some reason these instructions assume that the armrests are already attached. So something to note. Alright, so now that the armrests are installed, the next thing it wants you to do is to install the covers, which, as I showed earlier, they just sit into place. So you just line up the screw holes, and that should just sit there like that, and you screw it in, and then you put this one on. You just line it up with the screw hole, and then you insert the bolt, screw it in, and just that simple. Alright, so now I have the chair sitting on its back, and when you have the chair sitting on its back like this, be very careful not to move it around too much, because this plastic part right here can potentially crack or break under pressure. So you can see here, I mean, it'll be fine, just don't move it around very much, and it should be okay, but that's not really attached very securely, so just be very careful about that. But anyway, the next thing we're going to do is install this. So then we have these 4 bolts here in the center. So we just take these out here. And you first have to loosen them with an Allen wrench. You can also do that possibly with your hand, like so. Then you just take all 4 of these out. And then you take this and make sure you're lining it up with the arrow here that says front. And this is the front of the chair. So then you just line this up with the holes. And then you screw them in with the bolts. Alright, so now that's on there. And one little bit of advice I have for using the Allen wrench for tightening up these bolts, and that's you can start out by tightening them up this way, especially if you're in a tight space. You can tighten them up like this, but then when it's almost tight, you can tighten them up like this, and that gives you more torque. And then that allows you to tighten them up tighter, to make sure that they're ultra tight. They don't have to be so tight that you'll never get it off again, but just make sure they're very tight because you don't want this coming loose. There you go. All right, so now the last thing to do is to put in the piston. And so you have these little covers here, and they go over the piston like this. And then that part sticks out, and then that part will actually slide in like so. And then that's it. That just sits in there. And then this part will attach to this, which is where the wheels go on, and we will get to that next. All right, so these are the wheels, and this is underneath. So then the wheels just simply snap into place here, and that's all there is to it. You just do that for all 5 of them, and you gotta put a little bit of force on them. And the last one, that's it. So now we can turn this over, and then that is the base of the chair. And then, lastly, we take the entire chair, we sit on top of this, and then we'll have a pretty much fully assembled chair. The only thing we'll have to do then is just maybe install the pillows. All right, here we go. So we're putting the piston back in here like this. Putting the covers there. So now we can put the base on like so, and we should be done. We should be able to tilt it up now. Oh, okay, and yeah, there it is. That is the chair. It is assembled for the most part. Again, still have to put the pillows on. But yeah, that's it. So we can adjust these armrests here. So we can adjust them up or down. So about like that level. And you can also use this level to recline the back. And I can hear it clicking there. You can hear there's like several different areas there you can stop it at. So you can recline backwards like that, or you can have it straight up like that. I'll probably have it back a little bit because I like to recline and lounge in my chairs, which is probably why that one looks that's probably why that one looks so bad. But anyway, yeah, man, yeah, that's pretty good. Now I must note here though that there's actually two different sizes of this chair you can get. There's the standard size and there's the wide size. This is the standard size. And the standard size should be 27 inches from armrest to armrest. And it roughly is about 27 inches. I hope you can see that there. But yeah, that should be 27 inches from armrest to armrest. The wide version would be a few inches wider for wider frames. These armrests can actually swivel and tilt to the left and right. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty cool to have as well. Now, one thing I will say about this chair is that this chair does not have any leather on it, which all the other chairs I've had in the past have all had some kind of leather. I think they call it like PU leather, and but this chair does not have it. This is just like this is some kind of fabric material. So hopefully this won't peel off like all the other chairs I've had in the past. So I guess now the last thing to do is to have a seat. All right, let's scoot it back a little bit. Now I'm going to have a seat and see how it feels. I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty comfortable. It's soft. I want to say it's actually softer than that chair. And the seat is actually raised up a little bit more than I thought, because my feet are not actually, as you can probably tell, my feet are not actually touching the ground. So I might be able to lower this, and I think you can. There you go. So that's why. So this is the chair at the lowest setting, and this is the chair at the highest setting, and that's when my feet don't touch the floor. But yeah, I can adjust it like that. And yeah, this is actually fairly comfortable. And I can lounge back like this. I can take the lever and recline back, way back. Oh yeah. Now that, yeah, you can, this will definitely not help me from taking naps at the computer, for sure. All right, then you can bring it back up like that. Yeah, so this is actually pretty good. All right, so we'll move this chair over here. And then we'll bring in the old chair. Oh boy, yep. And actually, you can see this chair is actually a teeny bit wider. And the armrests, I will say, the armrests are softer on this Staples chair. The armrests, like, they're not plastic. They're kind of like a rubberized, soft material. But they are a bit harder, though, than the leather that's on the Staples chair. But I think this will be fine, especially for resting your elbows on. Like, they're not uncomfortable, but they are a bit harder than these. And this chair, okay. So this is the Staples chair at its lowest setting, and this is also at its lowest setting, I do believe. And this Staples chair actually sits a bit higher, whereas this chair sits a little bit lower, which is about what I figured. That's kind of like how it feels. This chair sits a little bit lower, this chair is a little bit wider and sits up a little bit higher. But the cushion, though, I mean, the cushion's not bad. This chair is still somewhat comfortable for the price. But this chair, though, is, the seat is maybe a little bit more firm. This seat is more firm, but that also probably means it has more support. And again, the armrests, they are a little bit, they also feel like they're further, in front. You can see these armrests, they extend like further back. These don't do that. These just sit like this. So they're not as long, I mean to say. They're not as long, whereas these go back quite a ways. So it is different, but I still think this chair will be more supportive and will hopefully, for sure, hopefully not peel off. All right, so now the final thing to do is to install the pillow. So this is the pillow that goes here on the bottom. And so then you unbuckle these straps here, and then you stick the bottom end through the back of the chair, and so that it hangs out like this. And then you just pull them out. And then you take these ends and you stick them through the holes here. And then on the back, you just simply snap them into place, like so. And then that should be it. It's pretty simple. And then you have that pillow. And this pillow, I do believe, just simply, like, this doesn't have anything that you can snap off. It just simply sits on the top here. And then that will be your head pillow. Of course, these are optional if you don't want them. You don't have to put them on if you don't want to. I've already sat in the chair, as you just saw, without the pillows, so now I'm going to sit in the chair with the pillows, and we'll see if that makes any real big difference. And oh yeah, the pillows definitely give more support, especially for the back. And this head pillow, you can also adjust it upwards if you want. And yeah, this is pretty comfortable, I must say. These are pretty comfortable. Now, I'll also say that there is actually an upgraded version of this chair called the EXSE, and that one actually has a larger head pillow. But that one also has some PU leather trim that goes up and down the sides here. So it has like different colors of PU leather striping down the chair. And I didn't want any PU leather. I wanted to stay away from leather this time. But this is big enough for me. Now, of course, only time will tell, how all this will hold up. It's all brand new now, so obviously right now it's great. But we'll see how it holds up with time. I said earlier in the video that I was going to roll the chair into the office and show you guys what it looks like in here. And here it is. So this is the chair fully assembled. And as you can see here, this is the rest of my gaming setup. It's all come together really nicely now. I really love this color. I think it fits in really well with the theme I have going on here. Now, one other thing that I will note about the assembly is that there is one part here that I did not use, and that's this part here. And I think whether or not you use this part depends on what particular chair you get, because the instructions seem to hint at there might be two different chairs, and that's one chair you get might have these holes in them on the back, but another chair like this one I think does not have the holes in them. And so in that case, the straps might actually go like they actually might go over here like this, and then you might be able to join the straps together using this part here. So that'd be something to keep in mind, but I don't think you have to use that part. I think this is the correct way to do it here for my chair. The straps just go up through the holes here and they snap into place back here. And also this, some of the pillows might actually have like a clip that you can clip through here as well. Maybe, I don't know that for sure, but maybe. But this one just has a fixed strap that just slides on the top. But either way, I think this is really simple and really easy to do. And again, I do think these pillows do add additional support, and they may even encourage better posture as well, and I definitely need that. So hopefully this chair lasts a good long while. I like the fabric. The fabric feels nice and soft, but it's also kind of firm and very supportive. So anyhow, guys, that's it for now. I might eventually get another mat as well for this. I might replace that mouse pad and just get a full mat for the keyboard and mouse. I think that would look really good too. But anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and hope you got some information out of it. Again, I will leave a link in the description below to the exact chair that I purchased, but again, I can't confirm availability or what the price will be at the time. But either way, I think I got a good deal on this chair. But anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.